Ben, entertaining game for the neutrals, but going 4-4 I guess the look on your face says it all.
Do I look despondent then, do I? Yeah, really good game. I thought we played really well. Very, it's like a sucker punch though, but it's happening too often. That's a problem, our game management, seeing out games at, I want to say naivety, but I think that's just too simple. I just think just common sense really. We're into the last 10 seconds of the game sort of thing. How we play, the decisions we make, the reading of the game, the anticipation of where balls will go. It's not being clever. It's one header back and it's put a lad through and they've scored. And it's like, we just kill ourselves. But that's the negatives. The positives is I thought we played really well.
Yeah,
I thought we absolutely battered them in the second half. I thought they couldn't get near us. I felt we quicker than them, fitter than them, stronger than them, all over the pitch, and should see the game out. Giving them goals, penalty again, give them goals out of nothing. They've not troubled us in the second half at all.
No,
they've not. I'd like to see the stats, but they've not done anything to us in the second half at all. We've been really dominant, and we've got to make that dominancy pay, and that's closing out games and winning points.
That's it. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? That's the disappointing thing. When you have so much control, or obviously you was 2-1 down, you bring it back, you're 4-3 up, and like you say, it's just closing it out and being sensible in the last couple of minutes.
We've got to learn. Yeah, we've got to learn. It's got to be a steep learning curve for some as well. It's more the thought process behind it. Like my thinking is like, how do we not see that? And that's the problem. That's my issue, because I can accept losing games, winning games, drawing games, okay, but when you just look at and dig out why things happen, that concerns me sometimes, because I don't see the spark of seeing things. It's because it's the same mistakes that happen again. So I've got to do something, obviously. I've got to do something in training more, or we've got to look for people that can do it.
That's it. And on a positive note, you've scored 4 goals against one of the fancied sides for the leagues, and you're scoring a lot of goals this season, aren't you? I think that's one big improvement for this season compared to last.
Yes, yeah, we've got goals in us. I mean, we're missing a lot today as well. Jesse's not here. He's been brilliant for us. He's scored goals for us. Sam Biles, who came in on Saturday, is not here again. Okay, Jesse's ill. And Sam's a little bit, feeling his scoring a little bit sort of thing. So we've had to change it up. I thought Darnell, who came in, I thought he'd done really, really well. Again, I can't. It's just individual errors that are costing us. It's the old adage that happens, and it leaves you with a bit of a bittersweet taste. But we're scoring goals. We're good. We're a good side. Yeah. We're a good side. I think we've got pace. We've got power. We're enough to cause a lot of teams problems. Okay, and we've got to learn quickly. They're young groups still, as you know, but we've got to see out games and we've got to start converting them. The near misses, like Saturday, near misses, we're 2-1 up. We don't close the game out. And same with this one really. We've got to start closing the game out. It doesn't necessarily mean just smashing it down the pitch like they do. It's got to be a bit more considered than that and doing what we keep doing, because it wasn't broke. What we were doing was good, and we starved them of oxygen effectively. They weren't getting anywhere near us, and the balls coming into us weren't coming into us because we put good pressure on. And then just like a 30-second spell where we just don't react to things. We just I don't know whether it's a nervous thing. I don't know what it is, but in the clear light of day, we'll go through it, and I'm sure we'll pick the bones at it, and we'll learn as a group.
That's it. And games come thick and fast. You've got 2 home games coming. You've got 8 games in October, and you've still got to fit a county cup game in as well, haven't you?
Yeah. And you've got to remember, we've played Saturday, Tuesday for the last 2 weeks as well. We went to Sheppey and we had Sawbridge Worth last week as well. So it's been a busy period, and it will be. I think it's like 10 games, something like that, in about a 5-week period, I think it is. And that's going to go into October as well. And you're right, we've got Watford to fit in October, potentially. Might have to go into November if the FA agree to it, maybe. But we'll see. But look, I think we've got a big enough squad as well. There's good players here, and we can mix things around and move things around. And there's competition for places, which is good, and there's a vibrancy about us. And we're disappointed we haven't won the game, which is good, and the standards we're trying to set ourselves. So we'll try and get there.
I think that says a lot, though. That, obviously, I see some of the guys after the game, and how disappointed they are that they've only come out of this game with a draw. Yeah,
and this Dunstable will be a team that fancy themselves to be up the higher end of the league. So for us to come here and put on a show like that is we can take a lot of positives from it for sure, and we've got to learn the other side of it as well.
And then on a personal note, August goal of the month, mate. You winner.
I think the whole family must have voted or something. Yeah, thank you for doing that. Yeah, I still don't believe it actually went in. Actually, I think you see my celebration, just bewilderment. But yeah, the boys have been good anyway. I know Dante's probably going to win your next goal of the month, I'd imagine, with that strike today.
I think after today he's well within a shout, mate.
Yeah, he could probably take the goal of the season for that for the club as well. But no, great strike. You know, what can you say really? It's just don't score many, but I suppose it's a nice strike.
Lovely, mate. Well, I shall see you soon, mate.
Thank you very much.
Right, here we are with Dontai Stewart, 2-goal man today.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk about the game first of all. It's a game for the neutrals, isn't it? I mean, 4-4,
100%.
very entertaining game, but obviously for yourselves, disappointing not to hold out at the end.
Very disappointing. I feel like the last 2 minutes, I feel like we got to manage it a lot more. We got to slow it down. We got to do the things that senior players do and enforce that on the young ones, because you got games like this where it's just battle for battle, and then we come out with a draw. I feel like we basically took a loss because we've done so well just to come from behind to get in front. In the last 3 minutes, we've then gave it away. I feel like, yeah, man, it's crucial. We have to be dominant in all areas of the pitch. Talking about verbally, talking about physically. I'm talking about mentally, everything. So yeah.
I mean, you say verbally. I mean, you got your verbal players. Obviously, you got Chris there. 100%. You got Ben, yourself as well. I mean, yeah. I noticed you're very verbal on the pitch as well, aren't you?
Because I feel like my boys, they say to me, obviously, as I'm one of the olders in the camp, they say to me, as what I can do for my forwards, I can guide them because they're a little bit younger than me. You see what I'm saying? So, of course, I'm willing to help out my team in all types of ways. If that means that I have to get talkative, then so be it.
And like we said, 2 goals for you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that first one, mate. Come on.
I mean, I saw the keeper off his line. I took a glance. The defenders went like nowhere within the ball's space, and I know I got a good strike, so I just hit it clean. Yeah, literally hit right over the keeper.
And good numbers for you this season, isn't it?
Yeah, so far I think I'm on 6 or 7. Yeah, so it's good.
Plenty more to come.
Way more to come, and I feel like my boys as well as they help me get these goals, as well as we're getting goals. Our top 4, our front 4 between me, Tammy, Obi, and Jesse. Not to mention the rest of the team. I'm just talking about our attackers. We've got over 20 goals, so I feel like it's bright this year. Very bright.
That's it. I mean, I think that's a big difference from last year. Sometimes did struggle to get forward and did struggle to get a few goals, but this season, I mean, there's goals aplenty this season.
100%, there's goals aplenty, but what we won't do is allow ourselves to get back into that same mentality of giving it away the last minute, because I feel like we work so hard to give away a cheap game. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like the boys done well. I just feel like we need to tighten up in the last little bits, because we had the legs all day. We had the beating of them all day. It's just, I feel like it's just the little things, it's the small things that make the big problem,
That's it. But those things will come, mate.
100%, and I'm willing to work. So yeah, let's go.
Excellent. Cheers, buddy. Well, good luck and well played. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.